I have a video here. It's actually a video on my channel. It's called "Why George R. R. Martin Doesn't Want HBO to Adapt Dunk and Egg." It's a whole fucking thing. In fact, I even because of course I always do this. I even linked it to the live journal. It's a live journal of his from 2017, and it says about those spin-offs. While I was on the road in California, the story broke about 4 other Game of Thrones spin-off that HBO is developing. By the way, this is before season 8. This is like during season 7 of Game of Thrones.
Oh, man.
And of course, it spread everywhere all over the web. Yes, it's true, more or less. Like, none of these new shows are spinning off from Game of Thrones in the traditional sense. We're not talking Joey or Aftermath or even Frasier or Lou Grant, where characters from one show continue on to another. So all of you hoping for the further adventures of Hot Pie are doomed to be disappointed.
This is funny too, because that also did not pan out because they were doing the Snow show, right? And there's still talk, right, to this day that they're gonna do some Arya spin-off or something.
Fucking no, Jesus Christ. I'll leave a link in the description below to anybody listening to this still, that, what George said back in 2017. And by the way, it's been almost 10 years since that post, Prey, and this is how it ends. This is sad. This is how it ends. And yes, before someone asks, I am still working on The Winds of Winter, and will continue working on it until it's done. I will confess, I do wish I could clone myself, or find a way to squeeze more hours of the day, or go without sleeping. But it is what it is. So I keep on juggling. Winds of Winter, 5 successor shows, Fire and Blood, that's the George R. R. Martin Marillion, remember? 4 new wildcard books,
Whoa, George, I'll tell you one thing. If you want to finish Winds of Winter, just don't do those 4 new wildcards books.
I think he did end up doing it, by the way.
Oh my god, George, he does this to he does it out of spite, like how the South Park creators kept on doing that Tegrity Farm thing that all the fans hated, and they're like, you know what? No, we're gonna keep doing this for many seasons just to spite the fans. That's what I feel about wildcards sometimes. It's just like George has to know that people don't like wild cards, but he still does it anyways. Gosh,
well, again, this is what he said back in 2017. We're not doing Dunk and Egg. Eventually, sure, I'd love that, and so would many of you. But I've only written and published 3 novellas to date, and there are at least 7 or 8 or 10 more I want to write. Jesus. We all know how slow I am and how fast a television show can move. I don't want a repeat of what happened with Game of Thrones itself, where the show gets ahead of the books. When that day comes, that I finish telling all the tales of Dunk and Egg, then we'll do a TV show about them. But that day is still long ways off. I said this in a most recent video, but in the last 90 days, 90 days from when he left Iceland, in 90 days, he went to 4 cons, okay? He went to Worldcon, where someone yelled at him. He went to Bubonic Con, then he went to Comic Con, then he went to Icelandic Con. And all that time, no news on anything he's working on. I thought New York Comic Con would have been a phenomenal time to announce a new Dunk and Egg story. Something.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Village
Hero? Apparently Village Hero is probably done. Yeah, apparently Village Hero is almost done, or he's talked about it for a while. And then She-Wolves, it seems like it has a pretty good idea of what's going to happen in it. Why not just people are hungry for anything at this point, except wild cards. so George, why not just bang out? And you're right, that would have been great. He announces at Comic-Con New York with that giant auditorium full of people, and he announces it there, and the audience cheers. How cool that would have been, and probably how big of a boost that would be to him. But just nothing. And that's the thing, is he's going to all these cons. Does he? I know maybe he just likes to. Does he need to? Because you're right. He did Worldcon, Bubonicon, Comic-Con, and then he did the Icelandic Con back to back. That is all within a series of 6 months, right? 5 months, something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Why? Why just do one? If you're be a disciplined person. I know people are gonna hate me for judging George here, and it's very rich for me to say this, but it's come on, you can't just be traveling for 5 months straight, and right? You have to work. I know this is technically his work, and he's promoting, but as a writer, right? How much are you writing in between?
let me see here, because I did the video on the World
because he doesn't write on the road. Let's be okay. This is the thing we know about George. George has a desktop setup with like WordStar or WordPerfect on it that cannot be moved. Like he doesn't have a laptop or anything. So when he's not home, he's not working. Period. Like we know this.
True. True. The whole thing happened. The Worldcon thing first started in August. So August, September, October. Yeah, for like 3 to 4 months is actually I think exactly 3 months is when for that he was gone for. So yeah, whatever. Honestly, whatever. I'm excited for Dunk and Egg, even though George himself said that he wanted to have more stories in the pipe before he would be okay with them doing an adaptation. But, money. So, whatever. Like, we'll see what happens. Honestly, the community right now needs it because there's been nothing really to be happy about. Dunk and Egg, of course, we're all happy about that. But in regards to anything new or anything like, that were supposed to re-release, and it was supposed to be a slam dunk, and it wasn't. Mm-hmm. So
I went to Barnes & Noble for a gift recently, and I saw it in the flesh, Carmine.
Did you buy it?
No, I did buy it. Why would I buy it?
Did you buy it? Did you open it up and spit on it?
I did open it up, and I will say, in the guy's defense, the paintings don't look as bad in the physical print.
Sure. But at the same time,
and maybe it's because you can't see it up close. Yes, they still are dog shit paintings. Maybe it's because you can't see them up close or the picture's cropping things. Mm-hmm. It still looks bad. It still looks really shitty. Oh my god, yeah.
Fucking slam dunk. Slam fucking dunk. Anyways, Dunk and Egg. Trailer looked good. George said he was happy with it. I'm happy with it. And they're not committing the cardinal sin that they are doing with every other show on TV nowadays. Dunk and Egg will premiere in 2026. And then in 2027, we'll have season 2. And then in 2029, I think it was, we'll have season 3. Because 2028 will be Hot D season 4. So they're doing them as fast as they can. They just finished filming it a couple months back. And again, like, they're going back to back with the filming, which perfect. I'm just really curious as to what's going to happen to Dunk and Egg post season 3. Is it going to be an original story? Because that's happened before. I've told Preston about Handmaid's Tale. Handmaid's Tale, when that was coming out still, there was only one book. But they kept doing a season 2 and 3 and 4. And I thought season 2 was great. Completely original. I thought season 2 Handmaid's Tale was the best one. Was the best one they did. And so who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? Hopefully they'll bring in...
Season 3 is 2028 or 29?
So 2026 is Hot D season 3 and Dunk and Egg season 1. Then that's 2026. 2027 is Dunk and Egg season 2. And then I believe 2028 is Hot D season 4. Then 2029 I think is Dunk and Egg season 3.